throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football.
Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Well, that last touchdown did nothing to affect the score here and who was going to win the game. But I know all of our fantasy friends were eagerly watching, and some people are dancing around happy right now.
The Dolphins are lining up for a three-point conversion.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Baltimore, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they will fall to 1-1. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.
Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I made men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema, I'ma on them. Just like my keys, drop my dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential. It's consequential. Philosophies unidentical. I'm not into you. My Siamese brother Benjamin. That's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs. I call them Vivica. Skating underneath a bridge. Stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids. Ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins. I need a 10. Stay muddy to the lid. 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New England Patriots and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Watch down. You're mine.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Raiders at 2-11 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Judon, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Pats are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Raiders nothing. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Carr's throw taken in by Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. This defense for the Pats, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller, 63 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Jones. And the man open here is Strong. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Throwing Jones. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Carr.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now Folk for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 16.
694. Express.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
Carr now on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Again, it's Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Now a first down carry for Harris. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Jones now on 1st and 10. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Folks' kick is good.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there at 4 yards.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He finds some open field here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. About 3 yards there to the 27.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and down.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Your mic.
Now Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Counter play with Jacobs. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They go with Jacobs. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for New England. 44 yards.
I'll pick up the 44 yards on the play. First down, New England. Let's go.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Off the play fake, Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
But you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jake Bailey to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone.
Amir Abdullah on return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Carr. Eluding the pressure right.
And this one too low.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Express 694.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Carr. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Touchdown! Devontae Adams as the first half is winding down.
And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
To throw again on second down, Jones. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off play action. Jones. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Jones off the play fake. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Trayvon Merrick. And the return will stop right around the 25. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
2nd and 9.
Here's Carr to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Here's Jacobs. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
From back at the 2, here's 3rd and goal. Now Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Here's Jones throwing on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Harris running straight ahead. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. Open man, the tight end, Henry. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, New England.
They'll toss to Harris. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Chandler Jones so quick. He was the one that got in to stop that one before it got started.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards, first down. They'll run right here with Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
103 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Throwing now is Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The return is Jones from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half. Maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Garden would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Jones.
This one swung outside to Strong. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They hand this off to Harris. And a short gain down to about the 33. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Jones.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Folks, kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To throw, it's Carr. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Sets up 4th down.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run with Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Now Jones. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Pats are set up now with a 1st and goal. Harris. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They run again with Harris, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
120 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, left side. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 64 yards.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. Get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A line ball. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. The 30. 10, 5, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Pats, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
the season is really nosediving now as they fall to 2-12.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.